What happens when your woman stops wanting intimacy? I think this is a great conversation for men. I got a letter today, not a letter, but an email. I'm going to read you all this email. I think it's powerful, and I think we can learn from it. It was from an anonymous, well, not anonymous, but a person who wanted some coaching, and we're going to get that going. But I wanted to share a story, and I asked him, is it okay if I share this story? I'm not going to use his name, but I'm going to use this situation. So stay tuned. This is a very, very powerful message. All right. So I'm going to read this to you. But before I do that, click the like button. This is your first time here. I put out videos every day. We talk about manhood. I give you this game. This is a brotherhood. We build. We do it, and it's POP here. POP. Purpose over pussy. Every time. You know what I mean? Let's rock and roll. So look here. Let's go here. So when I got this, let me give you some context. It was hard for me. And what was hard for me was I really have a high vision of men. It is very high. And maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should be here with it. Maybe I should be here with my expectation of men. Even lower, I should go here. Right? Because when I read it, I was so disappointed. I was so disappointed that this man is so many of you. Not disciplined, not respected, don't have no love for themselves, no boundaries, no game, but just the way that this happened. And this is why y'all got to stay tuned for this story. This is a very powerful story, and then we're going to talk about it, and then we're going to talk about what he should have done. We're going to learn today on from another man's pain to someone else's education. This is what we're going to do today. So it says here, it says, let's go here. It says, my woman stopped having sex with me. So I stopped doing things for her. And I know how it is, and I know how it goes. If you stop doing something for her, she may not do nothing for me. My name is, I am 47 years old, male. I am in a relationship with a woman. We've been together 14 years. She is 41 years old. She works. She is a very responsible, hardworking person. It says, and we're looking forward to being married. That's what it says here. It says we have 2 kids, and it says for the first few years of our relationship, sex was great. Not just physical part, but the connection. Then about 3 years ago, it slowed down a lot. Now we basically are roommates who co-parent. I've tried initiating. I've tried talking about it. I've tried planning dates, nights, even helping more around the house. Every time I bring it up, she says she's too tired or not in the mood, or that I make her feel pressured by even bringing it up. So about a year ago, I just stopped. Now she's upset that I've changed and that I'm not loving anymore. I told her straight up that love feels different when it's on the other side. So now let's break this down, all right? And so now you can see why I felt the way about it. First of all, shout out to this man for being vulnerable, sending it in, sending it to me. So that way, if y'all got, find my emails, it should be on my website. You can hit me up at mission1950.com. Also leave a message, and I can read it for you also here if you would like. But let me tell you, first and foremost, there's a lot of context that needs to be here. There's a lot of questions I would ask. How did y'all meet? How long did it take for you to even have sex when she was around? Like when you first started dating her? There's a lot of things, right? But I can tell just off of this alone that she has lost all respect for him. Once you compromise your manhood to please a woman, you have now entered the box, and that box is called sucker. You are their sucker now. You are someone that they do not respect, because real men never compromise their boundaries. And a boundary is, I'm not going to have someone around. I don't care how long we've been together. I don't care how many kids we have. I'm not going to have someone around me that's not interested in being around. You're not interested in being around me. I don't want y'all men to go out and cheat on these women. You don't need to communicate with these women. Talk to these women. You say, hey, look, I don't think you feeling me like you supposed to around here. All this right here that's going on, this ain't it. And so I'm leaving, or you can go. And we need to break up because we're just not compatible, right? But the bigger problem is that you don't know how to lead this woman. You don't know how to mentally trigger this woman's desires. You don't know how to put your game on in life so your presence attracts her, right? Let me break this down. There's some things in here. He said right here, it says we have 2 kids. Of course, it says the first few years sex was great. I want to know what that looks like, because sometimes a man can say sex was great because I got it a couple days a week, right? I want to know in the comments what that looks like for even you. You're supposed to know what that looks like. What do you expect from the woman? What do you expect? And if she can't meet those expectations, that's fine. You don't have to make her feel guilty. Don't do none of that to a woman. Let her go about her way, and it's okay, gentlemen. It is okay to let her go about her way because she's not sexually attracted to you. It is okay. But this is what I found interesting. It says here, this is the part that got me. Now, look, it says, so about a year ago, I just stopped. So for an entire year, he just totally stopped. And he was trying to help around the house, help with the chores around that. Fellas, as a traditional man, I'm not doing none of that. How many times are you going to hear a woman be like, you know what, you've been so busy trying to pay these bills. Let me just go ahead and take care of the mortgage this month. You know what, let me go ahead and take care of some of the electricity and the cable bill and stuff. Let me go ahead and get some of this car insurance off your back. How many times do you hear about a woman doing that? Right? But as a leader, you assign her things to do. You assign her bills to pay. Right? But boundaries. I'm not coming in there help you wash dishes to get some play, get some bottom from you. What are we doing? Like, I'm fly. I'm the guy. What you mean? I gotta help you do all this in order to get some pussy? I gotta do all this to get some pussy, gentlemen? What are we doing out here? What are we doing? And he was walking around for an entire year? It says, so about a year ago, I just stopped. Now she's upset I've changed. And it took her a year to find out that you changed, bro. I'm not loving anymore. She thought loving is catering to her. You see that? This is what you did. You set this precedent. You set this up. And then you want to get mad at the result. You didn't lead this woman. Is it her fault? Now, if I was a red pill content guy, yes, it's her fault because this is a woman's nature, hypergamy. No, it is your fault. What happens to you, you allowed. And I'm sure if we had conversations in regards of how this started, there's going to be a level of disrespect there. There's going to be a level of her not listening. You're not dominating this woman. You're not doing none of those things. You're not doing any of those things. She does not like you. She's just with you. You're her good friend that she has sex with occasionally. And then she just didn't want to do it no more. Oh, I'm tired. Well, we both tired in here. And this is what I'm saying. You shouldn't even be hearing these excuses from women at all, gentlemen. Your woman is supposed to desire you, but also you got to be desirable. You want desire from your woman, you have to be desirable. And the only way to be desirable is you got to have some game on you, sir. You got to have some real game on you. And having game is understanding the game. And for you to stop and for an entire year, she didn't even notice you stopped? You're invisible to her. And I wouldn't be surprised if somebody else is hammering your woman, hammering her. It's not funny, gentlemen, but the reason why I'm bringing this up is because this happens more often than none. Shout out to this guy for sending this to me. I wanted to share that with you guys. Also, click the like button on the way out. My name is Mr. 1950, the last traditional man on the planet. Y'all hit me up again. If you got issues that you wanted me to talk about on air, write me a story. I'll read it. We'll get busy. Peace.